lay the pieces out so that they fit onto your sheet. So don't just sort of cut them. Now when you're lining them up, I line the straight part of the template along the straight part of the timber and then just simply draw around it. Okay, make sure that the template doesn't move while you're doing it, and that you should be able to see nice clear crisp lines. Now with the jigsaw, make sure you don't cut into my saw stool, and that your hands are nice and clear, and as you're coming around the curve, just go slowly and let it take its time, and remember to keep blowing the dust away so you can see it. Never wipe it away with your hands. Keep your hands clear, and don't expect miracles with the jigsaw. Like, you just let the jigsaw do the work, and you've got a little bit of clearance because the jigs are 2 mils difference inside, so it should be fine. Now screw your piece of timber to the jig, making sure that your timber overhangs everywhere. Okay, it must. You can see it's just a couple of mils bigger all the way around. With it screwed on, now you've got the block to locate it into the vise so it can't move. It's nice and safe. So your piece of timber's on the top, the jig's on the bottom. The router's set up for 2 thicknesses. Make sure that you're holding on to the router quite strongly as you turn it on, and you'll see that you'll have a perfect copy of the piece from the template. Unscrew it, which those holes are small, and we'll be able to put a little bit of filler into that. Now we just need to tidy up that little hole there, so we mark him out. All we're going to do is take that little bit of curve out, get the jigsaw, and carefully remove that bit of timber. Okay, that's all you need to do. Now those 2 pieces should, if everything's gone right, and you can see it falling into position, they slide in nice and straight. Perfect. Now with the little trimmer bit and a half rounding bit, I like to tidy up the outside of it. Just round we go. Okay, it's got a little ball race on it. We're just going to follow that curve nicely. Now repeat the process for the rest of the parts. This is taking the top and bringing that down to size to match up with the template. Okay, now get the other jig, which is your disc will fit in and it locks into the template. I put a screw in it to hold it in place. Now I've got to make sure that I've got the cord out of the way, I've got it all secure, turn it on, and we're going to plunge it into position and take my time up, come across, and that gives me the slot that I need. Make sure I turn it off, and I've got to wait for that cutter to stop revolving before I remove it. Okay, place it out, unscrew my template, and then we're going to rotate the jig around 90 degrees and spin it. Now that you might need to do a little bit of adjusting there to make sure that you get it in the desired spot. Probably more than going by the marks, because I found a slight variation. I'd probably put a square in there off the groove and go to that. That's what I'd do, but this is the first time I've done it this way, so we'll try it. And then I pop another screw. Can't find the screw because the screw, as you can see, is actually still stuck to the magnetic bit. And there it goes, and I can see it now. Right, get rid of that. Right, one screw will hold the jig into position. Repeat the process. So, router ready, turn him on, up, round you go, over to the side. And there it is. Cross done. So very important, make sure that that has stopped turning before that is removed. Okay. Out, and there's what the finished table looks like, with a bit of sanding and a bit of cleaning up, and that a little bit of adjusting to make sure that the pieces go into the top, but nothing too tragic. So I hope you like it.